Personal mobility devices may be banned here in Singapore if user behaviour doesn't improve. It's one of several options the government is considering as it reviews its approach towards PMDs. But in the meantime, safety measures will continue to be strictly enforced. From next April, PMDs must be inspected every 2 years to ensure they meet the criteria for use on public paths.
Last month, an elderly woman died after being hit by an unregistered e-scooter that could go up to 80 kilometers per hour. She was cycling on a path where the speed limit was 25 kilometers per hour. Given recent concerns over PMD use, Senior Minister of State for Transport Janil Puthucheary said the ministry will need 1 to 2 months to review measures it introduced in August to address public path safety and fire risk. Those measures brought forward the deadline for e-scooters to comply with fire safety certification by 6 months to 1st July next year. Once registered, these e-scooters must also be inspected by law. Now the authorities say they are considering additional measures like import controls and revised penalties for illegal PMD modification. New towns will also be built with different dedicated paths for pedestrians and riders, but it may take more time for existing towns.
LTA is working with MPs to identify hotspots where we can do something quickly to improve safety. For example, by widening footpaths and installing speed-regulating strips. We will also speed up the development of dedicated paths for PMDs and bicycles. Full implementation of such infrastructure enhancements will take time, years. Meanwhile, we have to make a decision on where to allow PMDs to be used, other than on dedicated paths for PMDs and bicycles, on footpaths or on roads, or not at all until the town is ready.
Dr. Puthucheary also appealed to users to be extra careful, but he said if the situation doesn't improve, the government may have no choice but to consider banning e-scooters. Now, the government has previously responded to such calls to ban e-scooters by saying that they are a useful way for commuters to close the last mile and that they have provided job opportunities, for example, for food delivery riders. Responding to MPs, Dr. Puthucheary added that the government is likely to adopt recommendations such as licensing PMD users with a compulsory theory test, and it'll consider mandatory speed limiters on all devices as well.